When 8-year-old Sarah innocently asked her grandfather, "Why do you smell different now?" she didn't mean to hurt his feelings. But the question lingered, stinging far longer than intended. Like so many aging adults, Robert had no idea his scent had changed. After all, he bathed daily, wore fresh clothes, and even used a spritz of aftershave. Still, the comment left him unsettled. What Sarah noticed wasn't poor hygiene. It was biology. The old person smell, though rarely acknowledged, is something most people recognize but few understand. And fewer still are willing to talk about it openly. At Harmonic Aging, we believe it's time to break that silence, because knowing what's happening to your body isn't just enlightening, it's empowering. In this chapter, we'll explore the science, myths, emotional impact, and cultural taboos surrounding age-related body scent. And most importantly, we'll show you why it's not your fault, and how you can take simple, compassionate steps to reclaim your freshness and dignity. What exactly is the old person smell? The term is uncomfortable, even a little offensive. But its existence is backed by science. Researchers have identified a compound called 2-nonenal, a fatty aldehyde that increases in concentration on the skin after age 50. This compound is linked to a slightly greasy, grassy, or musty scent that can cling to skin, hair, and fabrics. Here's what causes it: slower sweat production. While you may sweat less with age, your skin becomes less efficient at removing waste, allowing toxins to build up. Changes in sebum, skin oil, your oil glands shift how and what they produce, increasing the amount of unsaturated fatty acids that can oxidize. Drier skin and mouth. Less saliva and less skin moisture both create perfect environments for odor-causing bacteria. But here's what it's not. It's not a result of laziness. It's not because you're dirty. And it's definitely not permanent. Why nobody talks about it? Family members and caregivers often notice the scent, but they won't say a word. Why? Because they love you and they don't want to embarrass you. The topic is taboo. It's easier to open a window than have an honest conversation. But silence doesn't solve anything. And too often, that silence leads to distance, literal and emotional. Grandkids stop cuddling. Hugs get shorter. Conversations become more rushed. This is not about shame. It's about understanding. It's about honesty. And above all, it's about giving you the tools to take back control of your body, your presence, and your closeness with the people you love. Cultural taboos and the stigma of scent. In many cultures, scent is tied to status, beauty, and even morality. Cleanliness is often judged by fragrance. But what happens when aging shifts your natural scent, and no amount of perfume can truly cover it up? Western society, in particular, idolizes youth and suppresses conversations about the realities of aging. But in truth, scent is a natural and evolving part of the human journey. Just like wrinkles, graying hair, or aching joints, it's part of the shift. Yet while wrinkles may be worn with pride, scent is treated with silence. We're here to change that. The emotional impact, a hidden hurt. Many older adults feel increasingly isolated, and they can't quite put their finger on why. They feel brushed aside, dismissed, less hugged, less included, and sometimes, behind those unspoken moments, is the scent their body now carries, something they were never told would change. One of our readers, Elaine, 72, wrote, "I noticed my grandson didn't want to sit on my lap anymore. He didn't say why, but I could feel it. I started wondering if it was me, if I was different. If I was losing something." You're not losing anything, you're transforming. And with the right knowledge and small changes, you can reclaim the warmth, the hugs, and the confidence you deserve. What this guide will do for you. This 5-chapter guide isn't about selling products or quick fixes. It's about providing real, actionable, and gentle guidance to understand what's happening in your body. Reduce or eliminate unwanted odors naturally. Restore emotional closeness with your family and friends. Build confidence from the inside out. Age with dignity, clarity, and calm self-assurance. You are not alone. In the next chapter, we'll dive deep into how scent shapes relationships, often without a word being said. And how you can rebuild closeness by starting with something as simple as water, breath, and skin. Let's begin. You've bathed. You've put on clean clothes. You've done everything you've always done. And yet, your granddaughter sits at the edge of the couch instead of next to you. Your son calls less often. Your neighbor, once warm and chatty, now seems to keep a polite distance. You notice the shift, but you can't name it. You begin to wonder, is it me? Did I say something wrong? What you may not realize is that scent, especially the subtle changes that come with age, can silently shape the way people interact with you. Without a word, without anyone even being fully conscious of it. The unspoken language of smell. Scent is one of the most primal, powerful forms of human communication. Before we ever spoke a word, we sensed the world through our noses. Infants recognize their mothers by scent within days. Lovers remember each other by it. A whiff of a certain perfume can bring back a flood of memory. So it's no surprise that scent, pleasant or not, has a profound impact on how we connect. Researchers have found that body odor influences everything from romantic attraction to perceived trustworthiness. When a scent is comforting, we draw near. When it's unfamiliar or unpleasant, we instinctively pull away, even if we don't consciously understand why. This is especially true for children. They don't know how to explain what they're sensing. They only know how to react. Real stories, real distance. Elaine, 73, noticed her daughter-in-law had stopped giving her goodbye hugs. At first, I thought she was just in a rush, Elaine says. But then it kept happening. Even my grandkids would wave from a distance. It felt like a slow fade I couldn't stop. What she didn't realize is that changes in her skin's chemistry were creating a scent that felt unfamiliar to her family. Frank, 68, shared, "My wife and I used to fall asleep holding hands. Then slowly, she started turning away at night. One day she finally said it, 'You've started to smell different.'" She wasn't being cruel, just honest. And in a way, I was grateful she said it. These stories aren't about blame. They're about visibility. Because only when we acknowledge the issue can we begin to change it. Emotional consequences of subtle rejection. When people begin to physically withdraw, even slightly, the emotional toll can be heavy. You start questioning your worth. You begin avoiding social events. You second-guess every interaction. You feel invisible in a room full of people. Over time, these micro-rejections chip away at your confidence. And sadly, they're often based on something you never even knew was happening, your body's natural, biological transformation. But here's the uplifting truth. This can change. Rebuilding closeness, the healing power of freshness. At Harmonic Aging, we believe that closeness can be rekindled, not just with people, but with yourself. Imagine this. Your grandchild runs to your arms instead of away. Your spouse lingers a little longer in bed. Your hugs are returned with warmth, not hesitation. These aren't dreams. They're the results of simple, science-backed steps that restore your natural balance and help others feel comfortable in your presence again. We'll walk you through a complete reset, an in-depth guide to personal hygiene tailored specifically for older adults. But before we get there, let's pause and honor this truth. You are worthy of connection. You are deserving of affection. And the distance you felt? It's not permanent. Let's bridge the gap, one gentle step at a time. You've probably been bathing your whole life the same way. A quick rinse here, a lather there, towel off, and done. And for decades, it worked. But as we age, our skin changes. Our sweat changes. Even the oils and bacteria on our body behave differently. That's why your hygiene routine must evolve too. This chapter is a comprehensive step-by-step blueprint, a full-body hygiene reset for aging adults that addresses not only cleanliness but confidence. From scalp to soles, from bedsheets to breath, we'll walk through everything you need to restore freshness, reduce odor, and feel your best every day. Step 1. Cleanse strategically. It's not about more, it's about better. Daily bathing is important, but what matters more is how and where you wash. Some of the most odor-prone zones are also the most overlooked. These include behind the ears, under and between breasts, for women, neck creases, groin and inner thighs, back of knees and inside elbows, underarms and between toes. Use a soft washcloth or silicone scrubber, not a harsh loofah. Use warm, not hot water, and a gentle, pH-balanced soap free of heavy fragrance. Harsh soaps and scalding water strip the skin's protective barrier, making odor worse in the long run. Bonus tip. Shower after light activity to flush toxins and bacteria from the skin. It's a natural refresh cycle. Step 2. Master the scalp and hair, a hidden odor source. Hair traps odor more than most people realize. Whether it's your scalp, underarm hair, or for men, chest and belly hair, these areas need more than a rinse. Shampoo your scalp at least 2 to 3 times per week. Massage with fingertips for 30 to 60 seconds, reaching the roots. If you use hairpieces or wigs, clean them weekly and allow your scalp to breathe daily. Men, lather and rinse body hair areas thoroughly. Trimming can help reduce buildup. Women, watch the nape of the neck and behind ears. These often trap sweat and oil due to long hair. Step 3. Focus on feet, the most neglected yet powerful zone. Feet contain over 250,000 sweat glands and are often confined in warm socks and shoes. Even with daily showers, odor can linger if feet aren't washed properly. Scrub between toes. Dry thoroughly. Rotate footwear to allow shoes to air out. Sprinkle baking soda or use charcoal deodorizing insoles. Cotton socks are best. Avoid synthetic materials that trap moisture. Step 4. Oral hygiene, small tools, big impact. Your mouth is a top contributor to overall scent. Dry mouth, changing bacteria, and gum sensitivity all become more common with age. Here's a senior-friendly oral routine. Brush 3x per day, after breakfast, after lunch, before bed. Use soft bristle brushes and fluoride toothpaste. Scrape your tongue every morning. Floss or use water flossers to reach deep pockets. Chew sugar-free gum with xylitol to stimulate saliva. And don't forget, stay hydrated. A dry mouth breeds odor. Step 5. Skin moisture matters. Hydrate to smell better. Moisture isn't just about softness. Proper hydration helps flush toxins and supports skin barrier function. Use a gentle, non-greasy moisturizer immediately after bathing. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of warm water daily. Incorporate hydrating fruits like cucumber, watermelon, and pears into your meals. Avoid overly oily lotions that trap heat and bacteria. Step 6. Fresh fabrics, fresh you. Even the cleanest body will absorb the odor of unwashed clothes or bedding. Change socks and underwear daily. Wash sheets and pillowcases weekly. Air out your bedroom and closet every morning for 10 to 15 minutes. Rotate shoes and sun dry them weekly. Bonus tip. Add a 1/2 cup of white vinegar during laundry rinse cycles to neutralize body odor embedded in fabrics. Step 7. The power of scent-neutral habits. Avoid covering odor with heavy perfumes or colognes. They often clash with natural body chemistry and amplify the scent. Instead, try a natural deodorant, aluminum-free. Baking soda or witch hazel pads for quick underarm refresh. Essential oils, lavender, tea tree, eucalyptus, diluted with carrier oils for light scent. Freshness is subtle, not loud. Step 8. Build a routine you'll stick with. Consistency matters more than perfection. Create a schedule that feels doable. Example daily routine. Morning, warm water plus brushing plus tongue scrape plus quick underarm wipe. Midday, light walk plus hydration. Evening, shower or sponge cleanse plus foot care plus oral care plus moisturizer. Keep a hygiene checklist if needed. Make it part of your ritual, not a chore. Cleanliness is not about being spotless, it's about feeling cared for. When your body feels respected, your spirit lifts. When your skin breathes, your confidence returns. And when you smell fresh, people lean in, not away. This isn't just hygiene, it's self-respect in action. This section is all about the inside. We'll take that respect deeper, into what you eat, what you breathe, and how your environment either helps or hinders your natural freshness. Let's keep going. This section is all about the inside. Because true freshness starts not with your soap, but with your cells. With what you eat, with what you drink, with how you breathe and move and exist. Many older adults focus only on external hygiene, unaware that body odor and skin scent are heavily influenced by internal systems. In this chapter, we're going to shift that thinking, helping you understand how small, daily choices inside your kitchen and home can have a massive impact on your freshness, energy, and confidence. Part 1. You are what you eat, and yes, you smell like it too. There's a reason the old saying, "You are what you eat," still exists. It's scientifically true. Your body processes foods into nutrients, waste, and scent-causing compounds. When your liver, kidneys, and digestive system can't keep up because of dehydration, low fiber, or too many processed foods, those byproducts seep out through sweat, breath, and skin. Best foods for internal freshness: fruits high in water. Cucumber, watermelon, and pear help flush your system. Leafy greens: spinach, kale, parsley. These support liver detox and reduce odor. Whole grains: brown rice, oats, and quinoa improve digestion. Apples and tomatoes: antioxidant-rich, these neutralize odor-causing toxins. Try starting every day with one piece of fruit and one vegetable, like an apple and a slice of tomato. Your body will begin to shift within days. Foods that may increase odor: garlic and onions, raw. While they have benefits, they also linger in the bloodstream. Red meat can slow digestion and increase sweat acidity. Fried and greasy foods block pores, slow digestion, and fuel bacteria. Caffeine and alcohol dehydrate the body and change skin scent. You don't need to cut everything, just balance wisely. Part 2: Water, 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 your most powerful detox tool. Hydration is often the most underrated way to control odor. When you're dehydrated, your body retains toxins instead of releasing them. Those toxins find other routes, through skin and sweat. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of warm water daily. Start with one upon waking. Add another with each meal. Sip throughout the day, not all at once. Tip: if you drink coffee or tea, add an extra glass of water per cup to stay balanced. You'll not only smell fresher, you'll feel more energized, alert, and less achy too. Part 3: Fresh air, open windows, your environment matters. Odor doesn't just live on your skin. It lives in your home. Stale air, closed windows, cluttered rooms, these can trap musty smells that cling to your clothes and skin. Open your windows for 10 minutes twice a day, morning and evening. Even a little airflow helps flush stagnant indoor air. Place indoor plants like snake plant or peace lily. They filter toxins and add oxygen. Avoid heavy air fresheners that mask smells without removing them. Instead, use bowls of baking soda near shoes and closets. Simmered potpourri with orange peel and cinnamon. Diffused essential oils in small doses: lavender, peppermint. Clean air, clean you. Part 4: Movement, breath, and flow. Let your body clean itself. Gentle daily movement is one of the most overlooked freshness boosters. Why? Because it increases circulation, moving waste out of the body. Stimulates lymphatic drainage, boosts oxygen levels and mood. You don't need to jog or do jumping jacks. Just walk 20 minutes a day. Stretch your arms, lift your knees, sit in the sun, let your skin breathe and your body exhale. And don't forget deep breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds, exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat for 5 cycles. Oxygen in, tension out, clean air into every cell. Part 5: Create a home that smells like peace. You deserve to feel fresh in your own space. That means clean laundry, uncluttered rooms, sunlight, and airflow. Wash curtains and pillowcases monthly. Vacuum upholstery and under furniture weekly. Keep laundry hampers dry and ventilated. Use natural fabric sprays with diluted vinegar or citrus oil. You'll find that when your space smells fresh, you do too. Aging is not about decay. It's about evolution, and freshness isn't a mask. It's the result of balance between what you eat, how you move, and how you let your space and self breathe. We'll bring it all together, building confidence, routine, and the mindset that lets you age not just with grace, but with pride. Building confidence, routine, and the mindset that lets you age not just with grace, but with pride. Let's finish strong. What if growing older didn't mean growing invisible? What if your years brought you more closeness, more vitality, more joy? What if the simple act of feeling fresh, inside and out, was the beginning of reclaiming your space, your voice, your sense of self? This final chapter is not about cleaning. It's about confidence. It's about transforming the routines we've discussed into a lifestyle of self-respect. Because how you care for your body is how you affirm your worth. Every drop of warm water, every bite of nourishing food, every breath of clean air, it all says, I still matter. Let's talk about how to live like that, vibrantly, unapologetically, and fully. Confidence is a practice, not a personality trait. You weren't born feeling shy or bold. Confidence isn't fixed. It's cultivated, grown through action, not wishing. And the foundation of that confidence? Cleanliness. Not the sterile kind, but the kind that makes you feel radiant. When you know your breath is fresh, your skin is cared for, and your clothes are clean, you don't wonder what others are thinking. You engage, you initiate, you hug first. Confidence is showing up with intention. And it's available to you every single morning. Daily routine, elevated, turning tasks into rituals. Let's reframe hygiene as personal ceremony. Morning ritual. Drink warm water slowly. Feel it wake your body. Wash your face with care, not rush. Scrape your tongue and brush your teeth while looking in the mirror, not to inspect, but to acknowledge yourself. Open a window and let light touch your skin. Midday check-in. Move. Even if it's walking from room to room, lifting your arms, or stepping outside. Change into fresh clothes if you feel sticky or tired. Sip water with intention. Evening closure. Take a warm bath or shower not just to clean, but to release. Moisturize with gentle strokes. Floss and brush not as a chore, but a kindness to your future self. This isn't vanity, it's dignity. Language shapes reality. Speak to yourself differently. Words matter. The way you speak about aging shapes how you live it. Instead of saying, "I'm getting old and smelly," say, "My body is changing and I'm adapting with care." Nobody wants to be near me. Say, "I'm learning how to invite closeness again." There's no point. Say, "There is power in even the smallest action." Speak to yourself like someone you deeply love. Because you are. Connection comes back when confidence does. When you feel fresh, you're more likely to accept invitations. Initiate conversations. Cuddle without hesitation. Speak without covering your mouth. The return of physical and emotional closeness often begins not with them, but with you. Your care invites theirs. We've heard from thousands of readers, "My grandson hugs me again. My daughter lingered after dinner. My partner said, 'You smell like you again.'" These are not miracles. They're the result of reclaiming your presence. This is not maintenance. This is legacy. Every routine you build now becomes a roadmap for those who come after you. Your children, your grandchildren, your community. When they see you prioritizing yourself, not out of ego, but self-respect, they learn that aging isn't about disappearance. It's about becoming. Your choices echo. Your efforts inspire. Your scent tells a story. Make it one of care, strength, and warmth. Thank you for walking this journey. We at Harmonic Aging are honored to have walked beside you through this guide. We created it because we believe aging should be seen, celebrated, and supported, not hidden. You now hold the tools to stay fresh, confident, and connected, without shame, without secrecy, and without expensive products or impossible standards. You deserve affection. You deserve to be close. You deserve to feel clean, proud, and powerful. And you are not alone. With gratitude, the Harmonic Aging team. If this guide helped you, consider sharing it with someone you love. Freshness is not just a gift to yourself, it's a gift to everyone around you.